Hello everyone, welcome again. Today I'm going to solve a SOC level 2 room, which is Splunk data manipulation. There will be two parts for this room, and this is the first part. We will solve 6 tasks here. Let's start with the first one. Here we don't need any answer. Here we have to start our machine and answer some questions. How many Python scripts are present in this directory? Let's check it. Let's close it for now. Open a new terminal. Let's pvd to learn where we are, and ls what we have. Let's go to the downloads and scripts and make ls, and here as you can see we have 3 scripts. Let's use this one. Yes, we have 3 scripts which is executables, and the answer is 3. Here Splunk data processing overview. Here we don't have any operational part, but we have some no, also we don't have questions, but of course you have to read these tasks. Anyway, here we have some questions that we can find from the text easily. Let's start with the first one. Which stanza is used in the configuration files to break the events after the provided pattern? It is break only after, and the definition of break only after is here. Which stanza is used to specify the pattern for the line break within events? It is line breaker, and the definition of line breaker is here. And third question, which configuration file is used to define transformation and enrichments on index? And the answer for it, transforms.configuration, and the definition of this one has to be here, yes. And the last one is inputs configuration. The definition of it is here, and the question was asking about which configuration file is used to define inputs and ways to collect data from different sources. It is input configurations. Here we have some practical parts, and they are funny actually. We will start our Splunk. We will launch our Splunk here in a different way, okay? And to do that, you have to become a sudo root user. You can do it like that, sudo su. After you use this command, you are the root user, as you can see. And to do that, to launch our Splunk, we have to go this directory and launch this command here, Splunk start. After click on enter, you will have your Splunk, and to see your Splunk you have to come to your browser and enter this URL here. And if it asks for username and password, you have to use these ones. Anyway, I did it already because I didn't want it won't take your time. Anyway, let's start with the first action. We will create an app. Okay, let's click on this button here, and as you can see we have some apps here. Add a new one. You can create app. You can click on create app, and the name will be data app. The folder name will be data app also. The version, it's not necessary, but it's written here like that, so I used them also. Outdoor as, let's add it. Oh my god, what's wrong here? Come on, let's refresh it. Okay, outdoor as, and this is a simple lock, let's say. This is a simple sample, let's say. Okay, and now they are ready to save. Let's save it. Let's make it bigger. Here we have some options for our data app, and to launch our app, as you can see there is an actions column here. and here we have launch app button. Let's click on it. Now our app is ready. Let's check if there are some logs or not. Index main. Let's check for all time. 0 events. Let's check all the indexes. As you can see, we have still no events. Let's make it main again. And now all actions for task 5 are done. Understand the app directory. Our apps are stored in this directory. Let's refresh it again. Oh my god, I have some problem with my internet service provider. Anyway, to see our apps, let's go to this directory. Splunk. Okay, let's go to this one and let's go to the apps. Okay, clear ls. Here we have our app folder, and the related one is data app. Let's go to init ls, and we have 4 folders in data app directory, and we will use for part 1 we will use bin and default directory for part 1. Anyway, here definitions of folders here. We had no logs, right? We had no log. So let's create some log source, because we don't have a log source, and if we want to have recorded logs, we have to create some resources or operations. Let's start with creating an sample logs Python file. To do that, we have to go to the bin directory. Oh, sorry, I have to be in data app ls. Okay, clear. Go to the bin directory ls. We have a readme file, and we will create a file like that, sample logs Python, and here we are creating a simple Python code. This is a simple log. Okay. To save this file, Ctrl plus O and then enter, and Ctrl plus X. Okay, and now we have to run our Python file with Python 3. Let's run it. Sample logs. This is a sample log. Okay, now we will have to create an inputs configuration file, and to do that we have to go to the default directory. Here we have default file like app configuration or data folder, but we have to create another one which is inputs.configuration, and we have to copy these lines in this file. What are we doing here? We are giving our script path here, which is sample logs.python, and index will be main, name of the index will be main, name of the source will be test log, and name of the source type will be testing. They are up to us, and interval means every 5 seconds. Okay, let's click on let's Ctrl plus O and Ctrl plus X. It's saved. Okay, and now I have to restart our my Splunk, because if I want to change something with the files or see the results, I have to restart it, because Splunk will read the default files while we are starting it. So let's check if we skip some part or not. It seems okay. Let's restart our Splunk. Oh, sorry, it will be bin. It will be bin. Opt Splunk. Splunk bin Splunk. Yes, opt Splunk bin Splunk. Restart. It will take some time. You can skip these parts. It's about 1 or 2 minutes. I can't delete these parts from my video because when I do it, the quality of video decreases. While we are waiting, let's read the questions here. It's not depend on this operation. It's a knowledge question. Anyway, if we create an app on Splunk named THM, what will be its full path on this machine? The answer for this one is like that. Why is it like that? Let's come back here. As you can see here, we have a directory. Main part of this directory is Splunk home. Splunk home means opt Splunk. When you see opt Splunk, it means Splunk home. All the related files with Splunk will be stored in here. And the next part of this path is etc apps. So when you create an app, it will be stored in this directory, okay? And the name of your file will be at the end. Okay, so if you create an app with the name of THM, the full path for this file, for this app, is going to be like that. Okay, so let's check our Splunk. Yes, we restarted our Splunk successfully. So let's check our index. As you can see, we have some logs now, but let's make it main because our index is main. In every 5 seconds we will have a new log because we did it like that, we configured it like that. Okay, so now we have 13 events. Let's refresh it, or let's click on enter again, and as you can see we have 16 events now, and logs are like that. This is a simple log. We create this Python script, as you remember. Let's continue with task 6. Here there is a problem with Splunk, and we will solve this problem by using regex. Okay, and the necessary Python scripts for this task is stored in download scripts directory. We checked it at the beginning of this lecture for task 4 or 3, I think. Anyway, let's start our script first to understand its output. Let's become a super user again, clear it. Where am I? Okay, I'm in the correct place, and let's run this script. As you can see, we have some users. Some of them are connect, some of them are disconnect. The problem with Splunk is like that. Splunk thinks that all the lines here belongs to the one event, but as you can see, they are separated from each other. These lines for Joe, for example, or this line is for Michael, this line is for Emily. So we have to take them from our resources separately. Let's continue. Generating events. Our first task is to configure Splunk to ingest these VPN logs. Let's try to read the problem. It should be described here. Okay, anyway, I will find it and read it later. Our first task is to configure Splunk to ingest these VPN logs. Copy the VPN logs script into the bin directory. Open the inputs configuration and write these lines. As you can remember, our Python script is stored in bin directory. Okay, and This means our VPN logs scripts also has to be stored in bin directory if we want to take some log from this script. Okay, so let's copy this script to do this directory. Let's go to the bin directory, let's ls, and let's copy the file. To copy this file, I have to be in the correct place. As you can see, I have VPN logs here, and let's copy the name of the script and the path for copying @c apps data app and b. And now, as you can see, I have the VPN logs here. And now I have to copy these configuration lines in the, let's go to default, in the inputs.configuration. Let's open it. Let's delete them and copy the new one. Why isn't it working? Let's copy it again. Come back here, paste it. Now it's ready. Ctrl+O, enter, Ctrl+X. And now the above lines tell Splunk to run the script VPN logs every 5 seconds and send the output to the main index with source type VPN logs and host value as VPN server. The inputs configuration file looks like this. Okay, so now if you want to see the results of your changes, you have to restart your Splunk. Let's do it again. Splunk, sorry, bin Splunk and restart. Okay, we have to wait a little bit. While we are waiting, let's continue to read these lines. Search has select the time range all the time. Okay, I'm gonna do it, and I will check if we are getting the logs. So I have to use main index and the source type will be VPN logs. Okay, and then identifying the problem. We will see a problem here, as I told you before. You see, Splunk thinks that all the lines or all the operations here belong to do only one operation, so it collects them in the only one log file or only one line, but there are lots of operations in it. For example, come back to here. Where was it? It was here, sorry. As you can see, it's another operation. It's in another operation. This line is another operation. It belongs to the Alice Smith, and the situation is Alice is connect. So we have to take them separately, and to do that we will use regex, as I told you before. And you can go to this URL here and create a regex for it, but TryHackMe has already done it for us anyway. So it's disconnected, and it will come back later, and I'm gonna check the logs, and then I will do the correct one. You can skip about 5 or 12 and 20 seconds while I'm waiting. Okay, it's coming back. It will be ready in 20 seconds. Let's take back on my other terminal here. Let's close it. Your session has expired. Login to return to the system. No problem, it will come back to me. And I will use regex 101.com, and actually let me show it to you. Let's copy it and paste it here. As you can see, it is the output of VPN logs script, okay? And the problem with Splunk, it thinks they all belongs to the one operation. No, they are separated. And to correct this situation, we can see end of every line here, there's a situation. One of them is disconnect and another one is connect. So we have two situations for every line, and we can separate by using this feature, okay? So I can think, when I see disconnect I can separate, when I see connect I can separate. So to do that you have to use this regex comments. Let's close it. As you can see, end of the lines are selected, are green now, and with these regex comment, Splunk will separate these lines from each other, okay? Let's come back to our Splunk. It's ready. Let's type our source type. If you don't remember our source type, you can, oh sorry, let's search for all index first. And now as you can see, I have two source and two source type. Come here and select the source type as VPN logs, and now what's the problem here? Did I have to run the VPN logs again? Let me check it first. Yes, probably I have to run it again. Where is my other terminal? It's here. VPN logs. Come here. Index me. Oh my god, what's the problem? No, it's here. Yes. But when I type source type, what was the wrong bit? What was the wrong part for my? It's VPN logs, right? Now it's coming back. Probably I just made a syntax mistake. Anyway, as you can see, we have our logs here, and we have to have them separately. And to do that, let's go to this directory. We will create another file which is props.configuration, and you can read its function from the task 4. Anyway, now let's create a props configuration in the default directory within the data. So I have to go back to the, I was here, right? Yes. Oh, it's good, I'm already in default directory. So let's create a props configuration file, and let's copy these lines here and paste it. The related script is the related source type is VPN logs, should line merge, it is true, and must break after. It's a stanza. It describes in task 4, and the related regex comment for this stanza is disconnect and connect. Let's press Ctrl O, enter, Ctrl X. Now it's ready, and we will restart our Splunk again. Before do it, is it something missing? Let's check it. This configuration tells Splunk to take the OK, so I can just restart it. It's good. Opt, and bin Splunk restart. Okay, Splunk restart. It's wrong because it's Splunk and sorry. Let's restart from here. Opt Splunk bin Splunk and restart. Okay, we will have to wait again, and after that we will finish our task 6. That's it. We can see that with a few changes in the props configuration file, we changed how Splunk broke these VPN logs generated by the custom VPN server. We will see it after we restarted our Splunk. Anyway, let's read the questions. Which configuration file is used to specify parsing rules? Be careful, parsing rules. So our parsing rules are in props configuration file, and they are like that. They are our configuration rules, parsing rules, sorry. What regex is used to above case to break the events? The regex we use is this one. Which stanza is used in the configuration to force Splunk to break the event after the specified pattern? It is must break after. Let's try to find must break after stanza in task 4. Where is it? Is it here or not? Actually, it's not here, but you can make a Google search and read the description of must break after stanza. If we want to disable line merging, which is this one, and what will be the value of the stanza should line merge? It will be true. It will be false if you do it like that. Okay, here in our situation it's true, but in a situation like that it has to be false. So let's check it. Okay, it will come back in 1 minute, and we will see the correct output. My session has expired. It will come back to me, no problem. I will see the correct outputs. Every line, every operations will be separated from each other. And now I have my Splunk back. Let's try to press enter. Now, as you can see, all logs or all lines are separated now. This log is for Bob Johnson. This log is for Alice Smith. This log is for John Doe. Okay, it is what I am talking about. So we finished our first part for Splunk data manipulation. See you in the part 2. Take care of yourselves, guys. I wish all of you a nice day. See you.